Alrighty, welcome everybody to the one thing you've been waiting for. And we too have also been waiting for, JBH and I, that is. Welcome to you, JBH.
Hello everyone, it's finally time for the grand final of AxS 3rd edition. So exciting!
Yeah dude, I'm really stoked for this one. Even with my hungover face, it's gonna be good fun. It's actually not that bad, so don't worry about it. But it's more like I only just came home again, but this is really hyping me up again. So no problem, I'm just trying to put in a little bit of effort. Yesterday was quite the walkover for Cheeky Breaky. But today they'll be facing a stronger opponent that they've already been beaten by before. Namely, AxS not playing. I really do wonder how this is going to turn out. We are getting started with warm-ups in just a minute. But yeah. What kind of turns do you think this match is going to take, JBH?
Difficult to say, really. Cheeky Breaky, as you said, did have a very dominant performance yesterday, winning 8-0 against Kokoro ga Adoru in the 3rd place match. And although there were some close games, a lot of those games were won by pretty significant margins. All of Cheeky Breaky's players coming up huge when it mattered. As you said, these two teams have met prior in the tournament. Do you recall exactly when that was?
I think
semi-quarters.
It was 6-4 anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty close, but nonetheless, AxS not playing took that win. But as we already claimed yesterday, Cheeky Breaky has been practicing a lot for these matches in the grand finals, and they showed that exactly with the Kokoro ga Adoru match, winning 8-0.
What was impressive really about that match is not just that Cheeky Breaky won like with a clean sweep 8-0, but a lot of the picks that they went through, especially the hard rock options, just required intense memorization. And if you, they're the kind of map that you couldn't perform well on at all if you hadn't practiced a lot. And we could tell from the kind of picks that they chose and the performance on them that they have practiced this map pool over and over and over again. So I hope that for their sake, AxS not playing have realised what a threat Cheeky Breaky pose and done the practicing themselves.
I do hope so indeed. Hopefully this will then turn into one of the greatest matches we'll ever see, and catch previous years' matches were really great on AxS as well, namely the ones in the end. And so far it's not looking too shabby either. It's looking like these two teams are in it for everything or nothing.
You've got to be at this point in the tournament, haven't you? You've come all this way, gone through 6 weeks and 30 other teams, hundreds of other players.
Beat all of those players indeed, and now you're here, the very final step. I think both of these teams do realize it. Even though these teams are known for, you know, having a good mood and being very nice to one another in multiplayer lobbies, I do know that the competitiveness of these two teams is in there as well. They'll just not quite show it on stream. But knowing these people from reactions after matches, etc., their Twitter handles, you know, they are hyped and they really want to win this.
Yeah, we've seen some great battles between this group of players in the past, most recently in 2017's Oscatch World Cup, which obviously the Korean team did come out the victors after the Chinese team triumphed over Indonesia the year before. So definitely none of these players are strangers to tournament situations, to high pressure matches, to fierce competition. And it's all going to be on the line in this match right now.
That is indeed correct. And we are getting started with the first map of this match. It's a warm-up. Zetsubal Plantation. Kalyan and Azrael, indeed, as they said in chat, battling it out with easy flashlights. That is cool. Kagamine and Spectator both rocking hard rock, whereas Spectator's almost gonna die due to the HP drain. It's not too late for these teams as well. We decided to put this matchup a little bit earlier than the match we had yesterday in order for the players to have a little bit of extra headroom. Especially if it comes down to a secondary match, because this can still reset if Cheeky Breaky is going to win the first of these probable 2 matches at least, or at least if it happens. They'll have to play another match since Cheeky Breaky comes out of the losers bracket, hence they will need to win twice in order to take this match in its entirety.
So yeah, it's going to be a very long evening if Cheeky Breaky want to come out victorious here.
Yeah.
Especially if either or both of those games goes to or close towards like the full length. This will be a best of 15 match, so first team to secure 8 game victories will win. And as Sartan said, Cheeky Breaky will have to win twice if they want to take the grand prize.
This for one is a pretty hard map as well. Some of these spacings are really mean. To convert, I think everybody can obviously tell. But it does show how these players are still being able to keep up with very high accuracies, despite it being too difficult. Well, not per se difficult in a way as in you gotta go whoosh whoosh fast, but rather, you know, spacings are in this map that really aren't quite as welcome. Some of them become easier due to hard rock even, as you can see there with Kagamine and Spectator being able to catch those patterns, whereas Beria and Dusk are not able to.
Speaking of which, Shad, Kagamine with 99% ac with hard rock. That's
that is... yeah. Scores are really close as well, looking at the fact that these 2 teams have the exact same mods turned on different players. Only a 30,000 score difference. That's really cool to see too.
Bodes well for the rest of the match.
Do you hope so? 23,000 only. That's really close, as a matter of fact. And here we have Shakunetsu Beachside Bunny. This is pretty funny map. This actually got a love not too long ago. Really fun map. It's pretty intense, you could say. At the very least, lots of left-right. Very mixed feelings with the players too.
it has rain in the difficulty name, so it can't be that hard, right?
That is correct.
Sarcasm, fully intended. Also see that death
No, I think it's a
spelled
proper map.
backwards.
Nah, it's gonna be a problem. I have played this before. There's a reason this is getting logged, man. There's a reason to it. It's just not a complete map set. That is the only problem we are facing. Otherwise. Some quarter of time action before we get started with the second warm-up. Would you mod this map, JBH?
Let's see. I'll find out in a couple of minutes, won't I?
Because I think you don't need to at this point. It's really solid. Oh, nobody picking no fail too.
Questionable choice.
I can't quite recall the HP drain on this, but if it's a little bit filthy, we might just see an interrupted map here. I mean, this doesn't look too extreme yet, right? But later.
Some of this spacing looks a bit mean, but I get the feeling this is going to ramp up ridiculously so in a little bit.
Yep. Well, not to spoil anything, but you are correct in a sense. Yeah. Here we have some left rights. Suddenly we switched
wiggles.
game modes to standard.
Oh, and the spacing becomes variable. That's just not even funny.
Motion with 97% though. That is hot shit actually. That's really good. Same goes for Hype, and Callion is doing fairly well as too, actually at 95. That is really cool.
Yeah, I think our worries about HP drain are a bit unfounded. This doesn't look too draining. Still insanely difficult, mind, but
It's raining on the soul. I think that's rather what this map is about. Is all about.
draining the soul.
Yeah, man. Talk about Osu. Some unconventional patterning towards the end. As we round up with the second warm-up and hence can get started with the actual match. Motion still holding on to 95.
Yeah, solid A right there.
Yeah, very good performance. Don't see a lot of A's on this map anyway, so good job to that. But as we already said earlier, this is going to be best of 15. So that means the first team to get to 8 points will actually win this entire tournament. Except for if Cheeky Breaky is going to take the first win, because then we'll have a bracket reset. But otherwise...
That's a pretty good opening roll from Hyper W7 there. Spectator delegating that responsibility to him, hitting 96.
Good stuff. But it isn't quite 100. Who knows what Cheeky Breaky has in store. Maybe they've been practicing rolls as well.
Practicing rolls.
I was thinking about that. Like, what if you would host a exclamation mark roll tournament? Where you just have like best of 51 and you just roll.
That sounds riveting.
That sounds amazing to me. That sounds badge-worthy to me too.
So Dusk up against it now, and he has a bit of a history of poor rolls, as we saw in the Catch World Cup. I think he hit 2 a few times. He's going to hit 47, but still not enough to topple Hyper's 96. So Xgon not playing will win the roll, and Cheeky Breaky will take first ban.
He had a fairly decent roll yesterday, however, versus Kokorogadoro. I don't quite recall exactly.
73 or 76 or something.
Yeah, I mean that's okay.
But it still wouldn't have been enough here. Earthquake going to be our first ban, as we saw yesterday, so that's one taken out of the hidden pool. We did see Cheeky Breeky pick 2 hidden bans against Kokoro ga Adoru yesterday, and Earthquake was, of course, one of those.
Yep. Earthquake not getting the love it deserves. If he can't hang, he's going to be banned as well. So, AxS Not Playing was definitely watching yesterday as Cheeky Breeky was nailing that map too. I'm expecting some Hard Rock bans coming in from AxS Not Playing, definitely.
Yeah, if you can't hang, being Hard Rock ban. I was seeing Invasion of Stray Cats being the second ban. So that's going to be from the free mod pool that we did see played yesterday.
Yep.
So Cheeky Breeky opting not to take Fool Attracted to the Anomaly, which was their second hidden ban yesterday.
Yeah, it said they are banning a... Well, as you can almost see from Hyper's reaction, a Southern Korean theme, you would almost call it, with cats. I mean, this was their warm-up in the 2015 CWC? Thinking it's 2015, maybe 2016. But this is what they use in all of their warm-up picks. Because, you know, Koreans. Then we have Setsuna being banned, which is another Hard Rock pick indeed.
Yeah, AxS Not Playing taking double Hard Rock out of the equation. Both convert standard difficulties in the Hard Rock pool taken out. And keeping up with their theme yesterday of quick picks, Cheeky Breeky going to launch directly into Torikago from the double time pool, which was one of their, I think it was their last map in the match yesterday, or maybe it was second to last.
It was one of the last indeed. I don't think it was the very last. Maybe it was actually. We'll see it in the background in a minute. I can recall these things whenever I see backgrounds. So yeah. Well thought out bans for both teams, I think. It was a good idea for AxS Not Playing to watch the match yesterday, definitely, because they wouldn't want to face Cheeky Breeky on those Hard Rock maps. I think even with their Hard Rock capacities, it would be really tough to beat them. And Cheeky Breeky, instead, banning stuff they are fairly certain of that AxS Not Playing is quite comfortable on. Stuff like the Invasion of Stray Cats. I think those bans work for both sides really well.
Yeah, Invasion of Stray Cats is a targeted ban against AxS Not Playing. Earthquake we did see against, obviously, Kokoro ga Adoru, a very good hidden team. Potentially Earthquake just something that they really don't feel that they can be consistently comfortable on, so taking that out of the equation as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. And we are indeed moving into the very first map of this match. Good luck to both teams. May the best become the champion of this tournament. I'm really hyped to see what's going to go down today. Dusk Motion as accuracy players, Barrier Spectator, Nagi and Kalyanet moving into score slots, whereas only Spectators hidden turned on. Can't wait for this to develop.
Take some time to breathe, man. This is going to be just over 4 minutes, even with double time added, one of the longest songs in the pool, so plenty of time to discuss as we go. Going to see an early miss there from Nagi at about the 250 combo mark, giving AxS Not Playing the early advantage.
Accuracy drop there for Motion too, actually, as a matter of fact, so I think the lead is going to go back to AxS Not Playing in that scenario at 99.70 now, whereas Dusk is going to do a miss too. Yeah, they're equal now. Again, leveled out to 99.73. Barrier's going to find a miss, so the scores are still really close to one another. Especially considering the AxS calculation, where the accuracy players have the exact same accuracy. Barrier is not at the combo cap yet, so that means that Cheeky Breeky is going to be able to crawl up ever so slightly by the second. If nobody misses, of course, that is. Which might just happen, as these patterns are not too friendly. The spacings might not look too far, but they are not really something you can be all too comfortable on, especially on a map that is 4 minutes long.
Yeah, there's no extreme spikes of difficulty here, but it's fairly kind of consistently tricky throughout, as Berea and Kalyanet see a dual miss there.
Still really close then. scores are actually completely equal. If I look at it, Dusk is going to miss though, so Motion has the advantage. Now Spectator did find a miss as well. So the score advantage is now in the hands of Cheeky Breaky. Accuracy, however, is going to go back to AxS not playing. Nagi coming in with another miss.
Kalyanet and Spectator seeing misses as well, so all of the score players currently below the 200 combo mark. Only Motion holding on to that full combo, and he has a very... Oh, as I just said, he misses right at the end of that section, right before the break.
He's not happy with that.
That ties up their accuracy, Motion and Dusk. This is very close, with about half of the map still to play.
Kalyanet coming in with another miss, which is unfortunate, but Barry and Nagi doing the same. It's still really close. Motion is below Dusk's accuracy now due to another droplet miss there. Dusk doing the same though, so again, geez, this is really, really close to one another. Scores are about equal on both sides as well, so this is going to come down to the very last droplet. Nagi coming in with a miss, but Motion dropped a droplet too, so Dusk has a little slight advantage on the accuracy roll again.
Yeah, Dusk's accuracy advantage is 0.05% right now. The slimmest of margins could swing either way. Nagi just about to hit that 200 combo, but misses a few times. Really going to impact the score potential here for Cheeky Breaky.
Yeah, but Motion keeps on missing droplets. That's what I'm noticing here. His accuracy now being not 13% behind Dusk, which is quite a lot considering it's 17% modified. I mean, 17 times modified by the modifier. Barry and Spectator finding misses all over the board as well. So the score line is not quite that much in the hands of AxS not playing. And really, this might become very, very close as Motion is not crawling back up in the accuracy. Dusk now even having a bigger advantage than he had a few seconds ago at 99.84, whereas Motion is just almost at 99.70. This is going to be an extremely close one, I do reckon. Everybody,
I think this is going to swing slightly to Cheeky Breaky, just giving, with Dusk having the accuracy advantage. There were a couple of times when Cheeky Breaky dropped and AxS not playing had the chance to pull ahead, but they followed it up almost immediately with drops of their own. All score players kind of dropping at roughly the same time as each other. So I think it's going to be very tight between them.
Let's have a look at the calculation. It's still being done right now.
It's looking like AxS not playing going to have a very slight score advantage with Spectator just shy of that 1 million point mark.
10,000 score difference! Oh my god, that is ridiculous. Only 10,000 difference, which is going to give the first point to AxS not playing, but that was ridiculously close. Yeah, we have a match on our hands, don't we? Jesus Christ.
Team Red has won, but Cheeky Breaky are red in chat. That's confusing.
Yeah, it's the thing with the colors again, the design from Flight, which is unfortunate, but yeah, what can you do? Also, welcome to all those 60 viewers of ours. If you are new to AxS, first of all, welcome. Second of all, we use a different kind of calculation than you would expect. We don't just look at the scores from raw score v2. Instead, we put them both into a certain calculation, meaning that the upper two slotted players will play for accuracy, and their accuracies will be multiplied by the scores from the players being slotted below. Future Cider is a map we have not quite seen yet, and my Osu's it's crashing my Osu. Oh my god. It's doing that thing again. This is requiring a quick reboot.
And one of the shortest Nomad maps as well. Technical issues.
Yep, it upped my CPU usage to 100% for just a second. I think you couldn't quite hear me there. But we are moving back into the tournament client in just a second. My apologies for that, but sometimes that happens. Can't do anything about it. loading the clients again. In the meantime, you could perhaps provide us a little bit of radio if that is required.
Well, we're still in the lobby right now, so nothing to worry about.
Alright, cool. Then we saved it. Easy peasy.
Looks like they are just about to start, though.
Final client
Wesley
is
hitting
loading right now. There we go. In time. It's 1-0 for X Gunnar playing currently. So I'm quickly putting that on the scoreboard there. Yeah, we are starting with Future Siders. So this map is probably the toughest map. That is not the tiebreaker in this entire map pool, I would say. Crazy normal map with an ending that is ridiculously difficult. It's doable, but like, not very likely. So yeah, let's see how they will approach this map. Haven't seen this one being played yesterday anyway, so we're in for some interesting stuff here. Asriel here with the first miss. Coming in with a second. Which is not so good because at the ending, you're not going to be able to build up a high combo anymore. Crystal coming in with misses too.
Yeah, we saw Hyper W7 with a miss just before Crystal as well, as Asriel and Motion miss. Kalina and Dusk's both still holding on to that full combo right now, though.
Mostly going to come down to...
Another...
sorry?
I was saying Crystal seeing another miss just there.
Really amazes me that Kalina and Dusk are doing so well still. It's mainly going to come down to the accuracy play on this map, I would say, since you'll see in a minute.
Guess who your accuracy
the modifier is so low.
Dusk does see a miss there, dropping down from his double S, but he's still got 0.5% accuracy advantage over Motion. Dusk, Kalina, and Hyper W7 seeing an extra miss there. Going up to the halfway point. Very little to choose between the scores of the two teams, but Cheeky Breaky definitely having the accuracy advantage right now.
Kalina finding another miss on one of those combo parts though, which is really unfortunate. Maybe the nerves are kicking in for him. Crystal is now at a 200 cap. Dusk still building up his accuracy, higher than Motions. But here comes that tough ending I was talking about. So everybody holding on to combos fairly nicely. Hyper and Kalina are gonna miss though. It's gonna get crazier from this point on only. Motion and Dusk not being able to hold on to high accuracies anymore. Let's see how they all approach the Hypers. Great performance though for everybody. I'm really surprised by how that went. Not a lot of big drops, but that probably goes to Cheeky Breaky looking at accuracy. Actually, maybe not, because
no. Looking at the scores, there's about, I don't know, 10 or 20,000 points advantage for each of Hyper, W7, and Asriel. Although Dusk does have a huge accuracy advantage.
747 points difference. Are you kidding?
Oh my goodness! That's nothing.
That is.
Oh my goodness! Dusk's accuracy.
Oh my god!
That win for Cheeky Breaky. Holy.
That just blows my mind. That is one of the closest, if not the closest match we've had in this entire tournament. And this is freaking finals round. This is grand finals. Jesus Christ, we have a match on our hands. 747 points. Not 740,000, 747.
So, grand finals, and both teams have broken their opponent's pick on the very first try. Whew. Cheeky Breaky going to launch directly into their next pick, which is Kagero Variation, again from the No Mod pool. This one's going to be a longer pick at 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Wow, I'm totally speechless. 750 points.
Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous. That is mind blowing. Yeah, I do wonder how they're going to be playing Kagero Variation. This is another no more convert pick. This one is a lot easier compared to Future Cider, at least. It's not as bursty. This is more going to be testing the team's consistency, which they've shown to be really close with as well, with the 10,000 point differences in the double time bracket, which on its own is really close with the calculation too. I do wonder how that is going to go.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah. Beautiful song too, so this is amazing for us as well as viewers. Crystal Motion coming in with the first 2 misses. Kalina following it up. Double miss for him actually. Beria, Hyper, and Dutch moving into 200 plus territory here with combo. Crystal is not too stable so far.
Crystal going to find another miss there as Motion building combo back up. Kalina just hitting the 200 combo mark now. Hyper W7, Berea, and Dusk all still holding on to double S as they move into the first PI section.
Can be pretty nasty, especially when you're holding on to combo. And as you can see, everybody missing except for Beria and Kalina there. Hyper coming in with more accuracy drop than Dusk though.
You see a drop from pretty much everyone immediately after that though.
Yeah.
No significant combos still being held.
Score advantage definitely in the hands of Exonaut playing currently. But as for accuracy again, they are trailing behind a little bit due to Dusk forming a roadblock. Hyper coming in with more miss. Together with Beria Motion, everybody missing on their team. Cheeky Breaky is now going to be able to build up on their advantage.
Yeah, that's really helpful for Cheeky Breaky. Berea had about 40,000 point advantage over Crystal, but that's going to give Cheeky Breaky a chance to get back into it. Kalinet does miss there, but Crystal's still holding onto a combo right now. And crucially, Dusk with 99.92% AC to Hyper's 99.67. He's proven a complete rock in that accuracy player slot all tournament long.
Yeah, any slots really. Dusk has been really acting up as the MVP for Cheeky Breaky and this entire tournament so far. And again, he's showing that with 99.86. He dropped the droplet there, but not a big match as Hyper at 99.66 now. And score-wise, Cheeky Breaky is having a slight lead too.
With the drop from Berea just there, Cheeky Breaky have taken the lead for score by about 20,000 points themselves, so they're really winning on all fronts right now coming into the final third of the song.
Some really fast, lightning fast left writing there for Crystal, showing off his standard skills a little bit. Beria with more misses. Everybody catching that spacing. Moving into a bit of a guitar solo here. Some unconventional patterns.
Berea finding 2 more drops there.
Hyper also dropped in accuracy a little bit. Dusk is going to find a miss, dropping his accuracy a little bit as well. Not too magnificent there. Oh, Berea's standing still there for a second.
Yeah, Berea with several drops there. Really starting to struggle.
Is it lag? Is it nerves? What is happening with Beria? It's a little bit unnatural for him to play like this. Everybody missing except for Beria now, though. Who's talking now? He's thinking.
Just before that drop, though, Kalinet and Crystal were on 800 and 1100 combo, respectively. They've spent so much time getting maximum score per fruit, whereas Berea's been missing constantly. Really setting their score back by about 50,000 points now.
That is correct, though. You're looking across the board. It's looking fairly solid for Cheeky Breaky. Only Dusk could ruin this right now with huge drops, but the ending is not that tough at all. I think it's just gonna run over like this. Kalinet with a final miss there, perhaps. And there you have it. That's going to be a second point to Cheeky Breaky, probably.
Yeah, that miss from Kalyan at the end is not going to change much. Whilst XCON Not Playing had a great start, they just suffered from Hyper W7's lower accuracy, and Berea just struggling with more regular misses in the second half of the map. Whereas that 1100 combo from Crystal and 800 from Kalyanet really kept Cheeky Breaky's score contingent up there with the best.
Also, I got a note from Saber, or I should be calling him Convert since this is Osu, that Dusk had a 6 miss on Future Cider, which is absolutely ridiculous too. Just thinking about the facts. It's a map that people like I would 50 plus miss, definitely. So, in a tournament stage doing such performances, that is absolutely ridiculous. Really good run. Again, he's showing that off with this as well at a way high accuracy in the Hyper Ws. Providing a score difference of 116,000, which is not like mammoth size by any means, but it's still considerably bigger than the other two maps that we've seen at least.
Oh yeah, it's 10 times more than we saw in the first map, and well, nearly an infinite number of times larger than what we saw in the previous map. So yeah, Cheeky Breaky will take the lead 2-1 with that victory. So XCON Not Playing to pick next and try and keep the score level.
Alien Flyball moves another comment here that if they played Kagura Variation with score V1, they would have all landed in the top 8 in the leaderboard. Just think about that. Just think about that for a second. And normally he's going to be the next pick here.
So we didn't see this yesterday. It was banned by Cheeky Breaky along with Earthquake. They only opted to ban Earthquake today, so Fool Attracted to the Anomaly is available, and it has been selected as XCON Not Playing's second pick.
Yep, this is a song that I think you would like as well, JBH, but this is a fairly annoying hidden pick, to say the very least. Has some big sliders. It's looking a lot like... you helped me with the name yesterday as well, the Nightmare Party. It's not called Nightmare Party, right? The CWC map.
The Nightmare Party Night.
Yep.
The 4Q map.
The 4Q map. It's kind of like that map, but then in combat style more or less. At least I think I'm thinking of the correct map here. Maybe I'm incorrect, but regardless, it's a funky map with some pretty annoying sliders anyway. That's mostly what we went for with these converts on the hidden bracket at least. AR9, it should be as well. Or close to AR9. Not making the matter of reading this any easier.
Looks like Dusk going to be taking a step back, allowing Nagi back in to take the accuracy role. Spectator going to be doing the same, replacing Hyper W7 on the side of XCON Not Playing.
Player swaps here. Kalyan moving to the accuracy swap instead. Kalyan being a really
not.
good hidden player. He's doubting. What do I have to do?
Well, looks like we are going to have Dusk back, but Kalyanet taking the accuracy player role, as you just said. Here we go then, game 4 of a potential 15. Fool attracted to the anomaly.
So let's see this go down. Some early misses there for Dusk. After doing the same, Kalyanet's struggling too. As you can see, this is fairly tough to read.
Spectator with a drop there as well, giving Calumet a slight accuracy advantage. Azrael with a second drop. So Cheeky Breaky going to have a score advantage as well.
Only Motion and Nagi were holding on to a combo before dropping there, but now everybody drops except for Dusk and Calumet, which is good for them. For Cheeky Breaky. Drop there for Calumet. Quite unfortunate.
Spectator saw quite. Yeah, again. Calumet with a huge number of drops there. He was down to 97% accuracy for a second there.
Yeah, he's done that multiple times already. He is crawling up back pretty rapidly though, as we are only 1/3 in.
He's over half a percent point behind Spectator at this point, who after a kind of a slow start with accuracy has built that back up. Dusk seeing another drop there.
Yeah, some very unfortunate misplacements of his capture.
It's going to allow Azrael back to catch up in terms of score. Very close between the two teams as far as score players are concerned, but Spectator now having a fairly decisive advantage over Calumet in the accuracy player role. Calumet seeing another drop there.
Yeah, and the Koreans are really flexing their muscles in this one, looking at the combos that everybody's holding on over on their side. Pretty ridiculous. Some misses there for Nagi again, but Azrael's going to do the same. Still, they're leading in both score and accuracy as we currently speak, 2/3 in.
Another miss there from Spectator, going to shorten the distance between himself and Calumet slightly. And a second as Nagi misses as well. Dusk and Calumet, the only two players holding above 200 combo right now. Motion with highest combo score though. 99.5% accuracy, highest in the game so far.
Yeah, he's been doing work in the parts where everybody was missing. Calumet has upped himself back to 99.10 as well though, which is good for him.
He did just see a drop there as well as Nagi also.
Yeah, Spectator still well in the lead with 99.44, which is really good too. And looking like this is going to conclude into the favor of Hexagon not playing. Just trying to make a final sprint there with about 500 combo, but it's not going to work out. Really close once again though.
Yeah, 5 misses there for Motion, giving him about a 50,000 point advantage over all other score players. And Spectator's accuracy about 1/4% above Calumet, so winning on that front as well. That's going to be a victory for Hexagon not playing, tying it up at 2-all, 151,000 points the difference.
So yeah, Cheeky Breaky taking a little bit extra time to pick their next map here. Not going at the rapid pace we're used to them. But that is very much reasonable, I would say. They can't pick a no mod, so it's going to be something different than that. I'm expecting either Hard Rock or Double Time, the Fortis.
Well, 2 Hard Rock, both converts have been banned, so there are still 2 specifics available. And it's going to be Croix from the Double Time pool. This was banned by Kokoro ga Adoru yesterday, so we'll be seeing this for the first time. One of the shortest maps. It actually is the shortest map in the pool, only 1 minute 17 seconds with Double Time.
Yep.
So, yeah, calling this one's going to be fast and furious.
Hexagon not playing is liking this pick though. Their players being some of the very best hard rock players in the world too, having Azrael, Motion, Hyper, W7. Now, those names are really big when it comes down to Double Time too. But yeah, Cheeky Breaky, again, not slacking in the Double Time department either. I mean, this is their pick after all. Helen's gonna go for a little bit of coffee. This is not coffee hour. Well, you can check out coffee hour. We too have been on there talking about cash and tournaments too for a little bit, including this one. And my predictions in that coffee hour have come to fruition, sort of. It's being a really big tournament now and really exciting too.
Chicken Bible has been revived from sleep by the power of Croix. Good to have you, man.
I mean, he sees double time, he wakes up. But understandably, there's a good necessity of caffeine for maps such as Croix. Perhaps there's going to be some toilet breaks as well. I would rather expect the toilet breaks to be after this map, after shitting yourself, but who knows. I mean, this is a map where you either make it or break it, really. Has some really filthy old patterns, obviously. It has those streams, really straight streams that you can miss on once you over dash a little bit, over hyper a little bit. Otherwise, it's fairly stable, I would say. But again, it's either make it or break it. You either miss 50 times or 5.
It does have some of that kind of slightly older map. Why is this a bit bigger than I was expecting it to be? Distancing.
That as well.
Motion with an early miss there to begin, and Crystal also just before that. Calumet and Azriel with some accuracy drops. A Spectator sees a miss. Motion missing. Crystal and Calumet also missing. Dusk, the only player holding a full combo. And it's a double S. Wow, he just drops there, though.
Incredible left right there for Calumet, though. He's done that really impressively. Motion now below 98, though. Whereas Dusk is rocking 99.54. Scores are in the hand of Exconol playing currently, as Crystal is struggling a little bit compared to
Crystal really struggling, about 100,000 points behind Spectator and Calumet here. But Dusk has a huge accuracy advantage over Motion.
Yeah, it's
Motion dipping really below 98% accuracy for a little there. Crystal doing the same though, as is Azriel. Spectator with a 500 combo of his own as Dusk sees another miss.
Is missing some stuff as well though, so again it's leveling out a little bit. It's getting closer by the second, but still Dusk is an entire percent above Motion's accuracy. As we speak, he's gonna drop it a little bit further down as well as Motion, but yeah, this might be pretty close. A Spectator has a really high score there, whereas Crystal is only at 758,000. Really great performance there for Spectator, I would say.
There's a huge advantage in favor of Spectator there, but I think accuracy might swing this one for Cheeky Breaky.
106,000 points, yeah, to Cheeky.
A whole percentage point advantage for Dusk there. So that's unfortunate. Spectator totally dominating that play. Just the 6 misses.
He has a low accuracy compared to Dusk, but still, that play is ridiculous with a 531 combo. Spectator definitely being back in the game as well. Showing off that he's no slouch with double time either.
It is his map, so in fairness,
that helps.
You'd be surprised if he
though. I mean,
wasn't that good at
it. As good on that map as you would have been in 2014, right?
So as we predicted, that one was fast, furious, and we had almost no time to actually describe it. And again, no time to rest because Xcon not playing it and jump into Amazing Break. So going back into the no mod pool, first no mod catch specific map we're going to see here. Yeah, some healthy respect in the chat right there for Spectator. That was a very impressive play. I And he has a little advantage here too, because this is also a map that he has collaborated on. And Hexagon Not Playing need a victory to keep tied with Cheeky Brookie, currently 2-3 down, but this is their own pick.
We're at 80 viewers, so welcome to all of you. Hope you're enjoying it as much as us.
Can we get that 100 hype?
We'll get 100 if you guys are gonna move into your friends into the stream as well. So definitely go and link it to everybody you know, as this is the final of the AxS Cup. Gotta see what's happening over here.
Dusk with some early accuracy drops, but all players still holding full combo in the early exchanges.
So the early lead is going to go to AxS Not Playing for the time being. On major. But yeah, this map is pretty exhausting as we saw yesterday. It's not really very difficult, I would say. But exhausting due to all the left-rights. You might just, you know, get your fingers stuck for a little moment and be unable to move due to fatigue for like a few seconds, which means you're going to drop lots towards the end.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you make about player fatigue there. I mean, they're hanging around for almost no time at all when choosing their next pick, so really little rest time. Yeah, Calionet does see the first miss there, though.
That is actually a tactic that I tried to come up with as CWC as well, by picking really fast in order to stimulate fatigue to the other team, because we, the Dutchies, we would consider ourselves to have fairly good stamina whilst playing. We wanted to get the picks over as fast as possible in order to get the other teams tired. We did that with warm-ups as well, like in 2016. That didn't quite work out the way we intended it, but...
Does it work when both teams are picking really fast, though? Or does everyone...
I think everybody just really is eager to play. AxS Not Playing is taking the lead now due to the triple full combo that they're rocking compared to the misses that Cheeky Brookie has found throughout the map so far.
Yeah, Dusk and Crystal just saw recent misses there. Calionet, the only one holding significant combo for them. But as you said, triple full combo for AxS Not Playing. Hyper W7 and Asriel with 1 and 2 now drop the misses respectively. Motion still with that double S as they cross the halfway point.
I'm not being happy with that miss too. A little bit of a left-right there. But yeah, very dominant performance so far for AxS Not Playing. I wonder if they're going to crack under the pressure. I'm having a feeling that they know that they're ahead of Cheeky Brookie. They might have been able to tap throughout the short break that we just had. Here's some left-rights again. Everybody holding on to combo though. Going for the build-up.
All players on the side of Cheeky Brookie building those combos back up, but still no misses to see on the side of AxS Not Playing.
Much there for Calionet. Started to look really solid for AxS Not Playing. We are still holding on to triple full combo. Motion with the double S as well.
Crystal seeing another drop just there. Dusk with excellent accuracy himself, but I mean, when you're comparing against 100...
Oh, Motion with a really big drop. That's something to take into consideration. Astro and Hyper are carrying the score, however, so it might not have as much effect as they wanted to have.
There's about 100,000 point score advantage for AxS Not Playing currently, and the accuracy advantage is very minimal, so I think this one has to go to AxS Not Playing.
I guess so. The modifier on this one is really high though, with 19. This is the highest in the entire map due to its length. Again, fairly close, but wow, what a performance coming in from Hyper and Asriel. 1949 combo, getting that FC. Motion only was missed towards the end.
Yeah, Motion almost with that double S, just missing 3 notes right at the end. Very unfortunate. Nothing to complain about from Cheeky Brookie's performance. Very impressive performance from all of them. Dusk with just the 1 miss himself, but unfortunately they were basically challenging auto for most of that match. So if you miss anywhere, that's it.
Amazing combo break. That is a stupid joke, but I like it. This is like
So
a
here
joke
we-
that you would have come up with, JBA.
Oh, thanks, man. That's good.
No, I had to say that.
But
yeah.
crucially, 6 games down, 3 games for each. Couldn't be any more tied up if we wanted to. So, Cheeky Breeky to pick their 4th map next. Where are they going to go? They've still got 2 hard rock options available. They did pick. Well, Kira Kira Time was picked yesterday, and that was a map that they performed really well on, so I guess they could go there. Their previous pick was Croix from the Double Time pool, so we won't be seeing any Double Time maps for a little while yet. Of course, there are still 3 free mod maps available, just Invasion of Stray Cats being banned. So for the first time in this match, we're having a little bit of deliberation. Maybe both teams need a rest. Maybe Cheeky Breeky need to plan their next move a little bit more now.
Instead of moving their left and right finger with rapid pace, gonna take a little break indeed. Yeah, double time is out of the question for Cheeky Breeky, as they picked Croix as their previous map. So instead they'll have to go for, I'm guessing, either No Mod or Hard Rock, knowing them players. Or perhaps they're gonna go for free mod. Haven't seen a lot of free mod so far in this match yet. But there's plenty of map pool left for them to experiment on.
Yeah, we have seen 3 no mod picks already. Amazing Break just previously, as well as Kagero Variation and Future Cider. So there's still 3 options available in that bracket, and it's going to be Techno from the free mod pool. The famous Techno nationalism difficulty. Welcome. Disappointed it's not a contradiction of star rating system difficulty though.
Just proposing that they'll have to wait for a single minute as well. Some setting up to be done. Perhaps some breathing. They need that. Seemingly the players are ready and we shall move into the next map. Oh, that's some crazy Quadra Night Core.
There's a few BPMs on that one.
Oh!
Panic real quick. Asriel not.
Yeah.
loading.
Oh, there he is.
There we go.
Lots of hard rock.
Yes, all score players opting to take hard rock. Spectator also adding hidden on. Both accuracy players sensibly taking Nomad, I think.
Some rough beats. There's a first miss for Dusk. As everybody's moving into the tune and the combo. A lot of accuracy drops from Nagi as well. Luckily he's not the accuracy player. With 98% accuracy. Holding on to a full combo nevertheless.
There is a combo drop though for Nagi.
Crystal's struggling with accuracy as well, compared to Asriel at 99.83. So it's looking fairly solid for AxS playing so far. Spectator coming in with a first miss for AxS playing.
Everyone remembering that spinner trap.
Got a miss there for Spectator there. The map's only going to become increasingly difficult. There's misses for both Crystal and Nagi. Asriel doing the same, first drop on his end. But Cheeky Bricky is struggling.
Yeah, no players on Cheeky Breaky currently holding a combo. Only about a quarter of the map to go. Maybe this wasn't the most sensible pick from their perspective. As Motion has a very dominant score lead right now over Nagi. Asriel does have the accuracy advantage over Crystal also.
Very little that can be done here at the end. Oh, Motion there with the drop. That is unfortunate. He's been holding on to that full combo for so long.
Crystal and Nagi seeing drops as well though, so I don't think it's going to make too much difference.
Oh, Asriel with a lot of drops at the end though. Dropping is actually below Crystal's. Ooh, that is kind of spooky, but I think that the score advantage of Motion Spectre is well going to make up for that. And that is correct. 4-3 here for AxS playing.
Just the one miss from Motion.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
2 misses from Spectator. Nagi failing at the end there, I think.
Yep. Unfortunate fail there, but the score does count towards the total.
So finally we see another break. AxS not playing, picking up their 4th point against Cheeky Breaky on Techno Nationalism. And it will be their pick next to hopefully extend that lead.
So why can't you see we're meant to be together dancing through the night? We're midnight and classics everywhere, so this is paradise. We can move our feet to the beat. The bass will drive us on my ride. So move around, keep dancing to the sound of techno song. So why can't you see we're meant to be together dancing through the night?
Free Magic is going to be the next pick. Hidden. Haven't seen a lot of Hidden today. Only one map.
This is another map we didn't see yesterday. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Certainly an endurance pick.
しさあなたがくれたの今だって Won't you see you ずっと
So just waiting for a accuracy player to drop in for Cheeky Brookie. Hyper W7 currently in the accuracy player slot for XCOM not playing.
Green backs are going on.
Still missing a player. Hopefully we can get this game back underway.
Yeah, they're moving in right now.
There we go.
Getting into the score slots. I think that settles it and we can get started. So yeah, second hidden pick of this match. Frame Magic, really long map, all about consistency.
Early miss there from Nagi and then a second from Kalyanet and Spectator also. Considerable drop there from Kalyanet, dropping below 98% accuracy, but Nagi on 96% for a second there, as Dusk sees a drop as well. Hyper W7 and Motion still holding double S.
Ooh, a lot of drops again. The Spectator and Kalyanet namely. Oh, Kalyanet's accuracy is really low at this point.
Yeah.
Ah. Hyper is doing really impressively with the double S so far. I mean, the start of the map is a very common place to miss on this map. And he's been holding on to combo very nicely.
Up to the first break, yep, we can see fairly tied up in terms of score. Spectator dropping a little bit behind the other players, but Motion slightly ahead.
Yeah, Kalyanet's accuracy is the biggest bottleneck here for Cheeky Breaky currently.
Yeah, by far the lowest in the match.
Os is going to chill out for a little bit. There we are. Yeah, we are having some excellent tournament quality streaming here with the clients. Oh boy. Alrighty. Okay. Calm now. Talking about
all players,
everybody's doing this effortlessly.
I was about to say, all players holding an excellent accuracy. The only real concern here is Kalyanet's accuracy is shockingly down on Hyper W7s.
The score-wise, Cheeky Break is actually leading. It's just that Calumet is not quite up to level with Hyper yet. Few misses. Jesus Christ. Oh, but there's misses from Motion.
Yeah, he was holding the score lead for most of this game, but it's going to drop down slightly, allowing the remaining score players to overtake him.
We're just over halfway, so there's still a lot to do in order to finish this map. Calumet still has the opportunity to crawl back up ever so more. High Power, we're still holding on to double S though. Motion coming in with another miss. They're inching out the score advantage. Little by little, Cheeky Breaky that is. Calumet is also building back up, and this again could be really close. Spectator and Hyper are doing very well though, especially Spectator after those first few hiccups.
Modifier on this is 17, so that accuracy is going to be...
for Nagi and Dusk though.
Motion missing again, but yeah, Dusk and Nagi dropping their Spectator are going to pull out a huge combo advantage on that score front now. And as I was saying, this is a 17 modifier accuracy, so that difference is going to be very significant if Hyper W7 doesn't see any drops.
He's keeping up very nice with it. Nagi and Dusk coming in with more misses, giving the score lead back to External playing actually. So all fronts they are currently losing. Hyper is going to find his first miss, but it's not quite too major. Unfortunate though, that would have been a beautiful full combo. Calumet is trying to put up work, but it's too late, I think, at this point. Ocean coming in with a miss, but it's not going to matter. Spectator here with a spectacular score of 870,000. Moving into the end of the map. Calumet with a miss towards the end too. That settles it. Yeah, and that's going to wrap it up. Calumet not being up to speed with Hyper, that is unfortunate. But again, Spectator putting out a lot of work as well. Generally just doing better than the Chinese team here. Giving the 5th point to XGoner playing.
You've really got a feel for Calumet there. He put in an excellent performance with that 2,360 combo. But the opening, the start to the map, he just missed so many times. He was always up against it. It was always going to be a mountainous struggle to try and overhaul Hyper W7's accuracy.
Yeah. Nerves at play as well. And we are moving into Saigo, which is double time. Crazy fast map. Again. Picked by Cheeky Breaky.
When you pick your opponent's map against them twice. So Saigo, the second specific catch map from the double time pool. We've already seen Croix, and we're seeing Saigo now, mapped by Azriel. But it is going to be picked by Cheeky Breaky here. Currently 3-5 down. They need a victory to try and bring the scores back to parity.
Having a feeling that Crystal's going to move into Cheeky Breaky's last slots here. We'll get started. Actually, seemingly it's going to be Nagi moving into it instead. Oh god, this is internet again. Laggy makes his comeback.
You just gotta smile through it. Try your best. Hope that it doesn't catch you at the wrong moment.
Yeah, that was correct.
We're going to be getting into game 9.
Already having more maps being played than yesterday, at least. Almost hitting the 1.5 hour mark on this match. So hidden coming from Spectator and Azrael, Nagi doing the same, Kalina, Dusk and Motion being clean with double time. First miss there for Nagi. I do expect to see quite a handful of misses from everybody on this map though. Yes, another miss for Azrael, actually missing quite a lot there on those patterns. He's really struggling on his own map here. Nagi finding
Nagi dropping as well.
Quite as major as Azrael though. Spectator doing really good here. Motion also dropped accuracy and combo. More or less actually dropping down to 98 now.
Yeah, Motion missing a huge amount of that like high slider velocity slider there for the Ki. Dusk managing to hit the whole thing. 99.8% accuracy.
Yeah, everybody's having struggles except for Dusk. At 99.80 almost. He's dropping accuracy now again, but still, look at that combo. What? Score line is really close too. Spectating Kalina being about the same, whereas Nagi and Astral are really battling it out as well. It's all going to come down to accuracy, which Dusk is winning as we speak. Motion not doing too shabby either though, at 99 and 19. Higher than all the score plays at least. Dusk finding his first miss.
Still got a huge accuracy advantage over Motion there though, and as you said, scores almost completely balanced here. Spectator just having a slight advantage over Kalionet. Azrael and Nagi pretty much tied up, so Exgon not playing going to have a very slight score advantage here, I think. Accuracy still well in favor of Dusk though, as Nagi and Azrael see another drop each.
Jumping action then. Woo!
Little break.
The lead currently is in the hands of Cheeky Break, as a matter of fact, looking at all the score players, and Dusk still having not 35% higher accuracy than Motion. As we're moving into the end, what could still happen here though?
Yeah, accuracy modifier is expectedly rather low on this map, but the advantage is still quite impressive for Dusk. Nagi's seen a few drops there though, it's going to give Exgon not playing more of a score advantage.
Kalina missing towards the end as well. It's fairly close though, I would say. Oh, this could be very minimal once again. And actually that point goes to Cheeky Breaky. Indeed, with 51,000 of difference, that's not a lot again. One miss coming in for Dusk.
That's insane.
What are you doing? Come on, man.
Right when his team needed him to get back into the match, he does so. Excellent play by Dusk.
I mean, Motion did beautifully as well with only 6 misses. That is nothing, but wow. How can you beat that?
Yeah, Motion almost hitting the 1,000 combo mark there. Just a spike of misses in the middle.
Yeah. Nagi happy with his S. Azrael the only one dropping below 98, but still, even an A on this map is really, really good.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that. External playing was really close on taking that point nonetheless. 5-4 now on the scoreboard. Cheeky Greek is trying to crawl back up, wanting to tie the score.
Exgon not playing will pick next though, so they have an opportunity to keep the lead at 2 points if they can win. We just saw 3 Magic was the last map.
So no
Oh,
hidden.
I'm getting confused. There's still 3 no mod picks available. They could pick double time themselves. Koisuru Otome, the last double time map, is still available. Now it's XCon Not Playing's turn to have a little break, a little think about what they plan to do next.
It's really exciting, me honestly, that these players are really thinking this through. Shows you how much effort goes into this.
Looks like XCon Not Playing going to go for Black Lotus, so back to the no mod pool for the 4th time.
Call him Lotus. I wonder what he's up to these days. So yeah, moving into a bursting no mod pick here, Black Lotus. Quite high modifier as well for Flint. That's 18.
Yeah, the shortest pick in the no mod pool for this final bracket round. We're ready to get underway. Game 10.
Yeah, the 10th game already. And still both teams will either need to win 3 or 4 more times in order to actually... There's a disconnect, I think. I'm guessing there's going to be an MP abort. Not too sure. Yeah, people are leaving. Okay, yeah. Okay, Wesley already did the abort.
Yeah, I think we saw a Hyper W7 drop out there.
So seemingly Cheeky Bricky doesn't have any problems with that, so I'm guessing that means we won't really have to force the rule where you can't do this more than once in the match. We as tournament hosts really don't mind. It's more like a thing where if the other team is annoyed by it, we don't want you to abuse that. But seemingly Cheeky Bricky's alright. Map
Take 2.
number 10. Some cool hit sounds. Everybody holding on to this combo very nicely so far. First miss there for Asriel, and Dusk missing a lot though. That is a pretty big drop, especially with the modifier. That's gonna hurt.
2% accuracy drop from Dusk there. Huge ramifications later on if motion doesn't drop.
Well, there's a drop from Pioneer as well. It's looking pretty good for XCon Not Playing so far. As Crystal's gonna miss too. Motion Hyper. I still had a double full combo, double S.
Yeah, motion holding full combo still is going to give XCon Not Playing the score advantage. Dusk is now up to 99%, but he's still a whole percentage point behind. And as you said, this was high modifier for accuracy. So that's going to have a huge impact on the final score.
Oh, Motion coming in
Motion
with
does
the drop
miss
towards the
there.
end, but does do even more. And I think this is gonna go to Exo not playing at this rate. Yeah, clean win here for Hexagon not playing. Well done by all three players there. Very low on their miscount. Hyper even coming in with a double S. Oh, only one miss for Callion and Crystal. That's really unfortunate. Motion coming in with the singular miss too. But that's going to give a 6th point to Hexagon not playing due to Dusk not quite being able to perform up to par with the rest there. Quite the score difference too at 424,000. Dynamite.
Yeah, Dusk's accuracy was always going to be the deciding factor there.
Yeah, Dusk is upping the pace again here with Dynamite being picked right after.
Yes! Great song.
Man's hype.
And yeah, so this will be no mod pick number 5. So we'll almost have seen every no mod map available after this. Just the Fool still open for later selection. So Exxon not playing extend their lead to 2 games again. Still 2 away from the victory.
It's going to be tough for Cheeky Breaky to make it up from here on. But they are not too far off anyway. They'll have to win this match twice in order to actually become champion of this tournament though, as they come out of the losers bracket. So we might have a very long evening ahead of us. Or at least they do over there. With their plus 9 time zones. Ugh. Next map will start in 6 seconds. My lord, here we go.
Okay, good. Looks like everyone's synced up. Calionet coming in with the first miss there. Just shy of the 200 combo mark.
Yeah, again, this is a map you probably won't be seeing any full combos on. Because I don't even think there's any full combo on this map in recorded history so far. Might be wrong after this has been in the map pool. Haven't checked out on the leaderboards, but definitely not too fun to play. As in, oh, this spacing is just a little too far for me.
Motion is currently in the lead with, I think that's a 4 miss. 16, just shy of 1600 combo.
He did drop whenever you claimed that though, so that is unfortunate. Dusk also found a miss together with Calionet, so accuracy advantage now in the end for X. We're not playing.
Yeah, Hyper W7 and Berea both still holding on to that double S as Calionet drops again. Hyper does drop there though, so that ties up accuracy between himself and Dusk. Oh, actually, Crystal does have an SS there. I didn't actually see him, but he's just dropped that as well. Calionet missing also.
Oh, full team miss there for Cheeky Breaky. That's painful.
Berea dropping. Yeah, so just Motion with that about 400 combo now, getting max score per fruit.
Hyper coming in with a miss, leveling out the accuracy though, together with Dusk.
Calumet dragging down Cheeky Breaky's score component though, unfortunately, about 50,000 behind his opponents and his teammate Crystal.
I mean, the second half is still pretty eventful in this map, so I do wonder what's going to happen in that half.
Calumet does find another miss there though. That's only going to extend the gap.
Ooh,
Calumet and Crystal both missing there though, yeah.
Finding a miss after almost reaching 8 in the combo there. That is unfortunate. Still they are in a very solid lead due to Calunet's plays. Dusk here coming in with another drop in the accuracy department. Hyper is leading.
Dusk finding another drop there.
Again, it's looking very solid here for AxS not playing, and this could be a very important point for them because that will bring them to match point. Yes. A very comfortable position to be in. Triple miss there for AxS not playing. Towards the end, it's not going to matter too much, but Hyper missing again now at the same accuracy as Dusk. Score lead still very much in the hands of AxS not playing though. Crystal's trying to put up work, but Calumet just can't quite keep up. Watching with another miss. Well, going to come down to Hyper and Dusk here at the end, if there's going to be any kind of developments still, which I doubt. Calumet coming in with another miss.
Yeah, right when he'd hit that 200 combo mark. Really unfortunate there.
Yes.
I think unfortunately he's going to be the difference between the two teams here, as Hyper W7 and Dusk did end with identical accuracies, but just those 18 misses from Calumet probably going to prove the difference maker.
2 miss here for Crystal, by the way. That was impressive too. But yeah, AxS not playing here, just being solid overall. Calunet's had a few inefficient drops there that hindered Cheeky Breaky to win this map. 70,000 score difference is not too much, but we have landed at match point for AxS not playing. They'll need to win one more map in order to take the title.
And it is their own pick. So what have they got available? Their last pick was Black Lotus, so they can't choose the final no mod option. Kira Kira Time is still available from the hidden pool. There are 2 Hard Rock specifics, Shonen Bye Bye and Devolved. And Koisuru Otome from the Double Time pool. And Perfect Again or Raison Etra Defeative Intersection.
And it's going to be Kira Kira Time. Fairly short map too.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes. Shortest available hidden pick. And obviously the last up for grabs since Earthquake was banned. But this could be the last game of the match and even the tournament if AxS not playing can find one more victory. Do or die time now, guys. Time to get behind your favourite team, whoever you're supporting.
Yeah, show them all your support.
Just 1 point stands between AxS not playing and victory in AxS 3rd edition.
Here we go. Everybody's probably readied up. We shall move into what could be the final map of this match. Nagi here with an early first miss. Some Bancho buffering. This is a bad moment for you to buffer. Come on.
We needed the extra hype, the extra tension.
Oh yeah, this is loading really slowly. Is it Lagi's fault?
It's like it knows.
Nagi coming in with more misses. Moving into tuna combo. The rest of the players are still holding on very nicely. SS, except for Barrier.
Nagi really struggling to hold a combo here, but all of XCON not playing, missing at the same time. Dusk still holding on to that double S.
Still score difference is really big now since Nagi is struggling compared to everybody else. He's having a higher combo than everybody else now, though.
Spectator sees another miss there, though.
Nagi moving into 200. Dusk here with his first miss, and that's a really big one. At 99-16 suddenly. That is not good for Cheeky Breaky at all. Motion is going to be able to push forward now. If this continues, only 1/3 of the map left. Score lead is now back in the hands of Cheeky Breaky, even though Nagi finds another miss. But Dusk's accuracy is not living up to what needs to be had now. XCON not playing with motion at 99.89. Might just finish it for XCON not playing.
I think this is a game set match here. XCON not playing gonna defeat Cheeky Breaky. Accuracy from Dusk, that drop was just too punishing. There was no way he could get back into that, I don't think.
That is correct, and you have your champions on the left side. XCON not playing, taking this win, and AxS 3rd edition with an 8-4 score. Giving them the honor and the badge and all the good stuff. But that match was absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god, that was a great match. That was an absolutely banger of a match. Definitely. So congratulations to XCON not playing. With Cheeky Breaky, Ivdamke landing on 2nd place, and Kokoro Gaodoru, who fought valiantly yesterday versus Cheeky Breaky, landing in 3rd place. We are at 90 viewers, by the way, so thank you still everybody for tuning in this very last match of this tournament. We can still play the tiebreaker for a showcase. We are waiting for the teams to discuss on that. But for now, wow. 8-4 score, but that was more like an 8-8 match. Most of
the first half of that match was trading blow for blow the entire time. But I think XCON not playing just had a greater strength in depth in terms of picks they were comfortable on. Cheeky Breaky started to fall behind, get broken on some of their own picks, and XCON not playing pulled away, coming out to that 8-4 victory, but definitely a close game and well played by all players.
And yeah, we are moving into tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker when? Tiebreaker now!
Right now, people.
AxS recap when?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling that one coming in soon as well. I'm gonna try to do my best to make it as fast as possible. Perhaps I'll ask Satomi to help me out with the video like previous year. Or man being a little bit better at editing, and with that I mean a lot better. So that could help out. But for a final time, we're gonna be spectating Ghost, the tiebreaker of AxS mapped by Satomi. Made for this tournament specifically. X-Gun saying that he thought he was also playing in the tournament due to us saying the name so many times. Poor man. Man, this song's so exhilarating. Wonderful. People still deciding on mods here. There's more people in the lobby. You just can't view them on stream since this is 3v3. But you have Azria and Nagi also playing. Probably most players from both teams here. Here we go for one final time. Just going for Hard Rock. So I have never seen this map of Hard Rock before, so that is going to be interesting too. Hyper doing the exact same. But yeah, there's no strings attached to this tiebreaker showcase. It's just for fun. Just for perhaps showing off a little bit. And reminiscing about this tournament for us. Man, man, man. But yeah, spectacular.
Finding an early. I'll say Calumet finding an early first miss there.
Dustin Hype here with the first misses with the Hard Rock.
I guess you can't stack those repeat sliders with Hard Rock.
No, I'm
they look a
thinking
bit.
not.
They look a bit too spaced. I'm not sure that they had that in mind
No, definitely not.
when
Right.
designing this map.
Since the tiebreaker is only supposed to be played with no mod riots, so more like no matter. But yeah, as this is a showcase, they can go wild with their mods, etc. So that's exactly what we're seeing here. But yeah, what a run it's been for AxS again this year. I'm almost sad that we need to wrap up again, but there's gonna be more coming from Customer Losu.
I was about to say, I'm sure you'll enjoy having some free weekends again, but
That as well, yeah.
with your desire to expand into all game modes, maybe that's not going to be the case.
For the next few weeks at least, I'll be having some more free time. But then again, we are having Psycho and Standard coming up really soon with their own tournaments. That is going to keep me busy for a little bit too. And
Hype, dude.
I do want to help out as well with the Ascendance 1v1 tournament, which all of you should definitely go and check out and sign up for, as that is going to be the next big tournament for cats. Wesley and I are
CTB.
probably going to be doing some mini tournaments for cats soon after. Excusez-moi for the interrupt, by the way. Not sure what
I was about to say about the CTB International. Crystal is a 2-time champion in that 1v1 tournament. So he'll be looking to extend his run. Everyone else will, of course, be looking to dethrone him. I'm going to be doing a bit of map selecting and a bit of commentary for that as well. So looking forward to seeing all you guys back there. If you haven't signed up already, please go and do so.
You'll probably be hearing my voice pop up a few times as well. Wow, Spectator with the combo and accuracy. What?
And with hidden, by the way. That was just pointing that out there.
Not even doing too bad on these droppers, which are designed to, be really tough to catch, as they are like meant for the accuracy plays. He's still holding on to combo. Absolute madman. I'm really impressed by Hyper's accuracy too. With Hard Rock still at 98%. That is absolutely magnificent.
How far can Spectator go?
How far can he push it? Is he going to be able to catch these? Whoa! That was really close.
Oh, I was about to lose it then.
Still, this is one of the best plays on this map ever, if not the very best that we've seen live anyway.
Crystal and Spectator both over 99.5% accuracy. Hyper with the 98% accuracy with Hard Rock, as you said.
Ooh, Spec dropping a little bit lower now again though. Still amazing play coming out for Spectator. There it is. The final map to be played in this tournament is going to round up after the spinner. Well then.
That wraps up AxS third, everybody.
There we have it.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a real pleasure indeed. Again, 8-4 here for Exgonal playing over Cheeky Breeky. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. The final match. Again, congratulations to all these teams. Exgonal playing for first, Cheeky Breeky second, third for Kokoro Gaodoru. Those were some really, really good and nifty performances from all of those teams. So well done.
Well, big thank you to everyone who participated in the tournament, everyone who joined in on stream.
Yep.
Assisted with reffing, commentating, map selecting. Takes all these things to make a great tournament, and thankfully, I think we had pretty much all of them, really.
Yep.
Aside from Bancho ticking us off a few times, but it does that.
It does that sometimes, but yeah. Again, as for a little thank you, I want to thank all the 195 signups that we had for this tournament, even though some teams didn't quite make it due to the PP cutoff, and the fact that we had 35 teams sign up, which capped out of 32. I want to thank you anyway for showing interest in this big event. To me, it's quite the effort to host, but it's all the more pleasure to see that so many people do like it and are interested. Participate, practice, help out. It's an absolutely amazing thing. So yeah, as for the referees, I want to thank Baltic, Benny Bananas, Future Miku, Blue Sparkles, One Crystal, Kasumi-sama, Line QTZ, Miku Desu, Wesley, obviously. Wesley, it's got to be thanked for almost everything, for creating the bot as well, and all the other assistants of the tournament. Turton and Jazzy for all the reffing support. I might have missed out on a few names on the reffing side of things, but my apologies if I do miss any names. I'm just reading off the roles on Discord. That is all I'm trying to do here. As for the commentators, I want to thank you, JVH, for staying with me for a long time, sometimes in this tournament. Also
as I said,
grand finals.
My pleasure. Nothing like a 6-hour stint on commentary to start your day.
Exactly that.
Put that on a poster with me doing a big grin and a thumbs up. No, it's been great fun. I've really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you did. I want to thank Divine Cake for commentary, Kendall, Mal, a little bit of Noah too. We had Nelly with a lot of work, Vanilla, latecomer Zach. I want to thank Zach for also streaming one of the things that we did with the tiebreaker showcase. I mean the map pool showcase for grand finals. That is all his work, together with Andrew, Chicken Bible. So thank you for all the support in that regard. As for the map pickers, I want to thank Satomi, especially for making this map possible, the tiebreaker map of this grand final, together with Benny, Ken and QRA. Those have really helped me out with creating the tiebreaker as well. But the main work here is being done by Satomi, so thank you so much for that. I want to thank you for the map picking, as well as Dave and Hey Young Erika for putting in hours and hours of work. I also want to thank Zach, Del and Chicken Bible for the quality assistance of the map pools later on in the tournament, once they got eliminated. And then obviously big shout out to Wesley for creating the bot of AxS, perfecting it, even though it was sometimes a little bit flimsy at times. He's done a great job at creating a good system for AxS to work with, because the AxS calculation obviously isn't really the easiest thing to do, right? It's quite complicated, and doing it by hand just takes a lot of time. So Wesley, I want to thank you for making that bot possible, putting in hours of work on doing all of that, and just for all the other stuff that you've done helping out with the tournament, scheduling, writing down notes, writing down hours of stuff, reffing, all this stuff. Big thank you for always sticking to my side with these events. And yeah, that is going to conclude it. I want to thank you all once again, and I really do hope you're going to check out the other stuff that we have to offer for Custom Alosu. I'll have a little forum post in the announcements section of our server with the Psycho tournament that we'll be hosting very, very soon, so you can check that out as well, and perhaps even participate if you're good enough. I don't know. Check it out regardless. We'll be streaming that, etc. in a few weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna close down the stream. Thank you all, and we'll be seeing you with the next tournament, and maybe even with AxS, the 4th edition, once that comes around. Alrighty. See you later, guys. Bye bye. Take care.